Okay, so this is kind of how things are broken down. Um, really nice big area. This is more or less how it's broken down. Obviously, there's a couple things here that are marked. Basically, what is it? The kingdom of whatever at the top, that you can be the ruler of, Lunar Island and such. Those are kind of I don't say one-offs, um, because they're not, but they are going to be the exceptions to an extent. Ep1 is kind of an exception, um, being that those are mostly quest related. Um, that being said, Harmony is um, grouped in. Yeah, um, there will be a few exceptions when it comes to more complicated quests. There'll be um, free range exceptions for those. That is it. Um, pretty much everything boxed in red is free to play, blocked in zones. Uh, there is one that is marked in yellow that is got a 1 next to it that is outside of certain areas. It's the it's a mini game. It's a pest control. That is tied into Karumja free to play and Intrana. Reason being is I kind of lump these together. Part of Port Sarum is open, so we can travel between. In fact, give me a second here. Okay, so this is where we're going to be starting, even though we're not going to be locked to free to play. We will be open for all. Oh, well, forgive that yawn, please. But what we have here is our free to play area, basically cropped up into different chunks. To start with, we will be rolling each of these. If we roll a yellow 1, that means we need to go, basically we're tied to Intrana, Port Sarum, in free to play Karumja. If we were to roll, say we're in right now Drainer and Lumbridge area, if we were to roll that, we immediately would have to go to that area, meaning we are locked pretty much to the docks of Port Sarum, Intrana, and Karumja free to play. Wow. I don't know where those yawns are coming from, but I digress. That's our typical, this is our starting map out of the whole. Alright, guys. So here's the rules. Simple, straightforward. This is Casual Man. My Casual Man with... How rude. I am doing something. How dare you come up to me? Gosh. These Lumbridge people have no manners. So as you saw, the two different maps. The full map and then the starting area map. We are locked to these regions and we'll roll. you must hit between 20 or 12 to 14 hours to roll to a new chunk or region. Not really chunk. I've been watching a lot of chunk men. And while it's fun, I am not going that hard. This is something I'm doing for fun to relax. That being said, we will have 3 to 4 tasks per region. If I hit all of them, and these aren't like chop 10 logs, right? No, it'll be a challenge. That being said, I must get all of them. 3 to 4 is being because this is a casual mode, and we do have to do quests. We do have to level up and do things outside. Some of those will be tasks, yes, but not always. That being said, I have to hit 2. If I'm given 3 tasks, I must hit 2 or collect 2 tasks. If I'm given 4, I must complete 3 of those by the time that we are done with a chunk or region. That means if I need to kill 500 goblins, I need to kill 500 goblins and do the other 2 or 3 tasks. I must complete those. If I don't complete that amount, I get fined. Same as if I go over 14 hours in a region without having completed, rolled, and went to the next region, or am walking towards the next region. I must be moving to that region at that time. There are exceptions, things like the Legends quest. You can't just go and do that and be rolling back and forth between regions and pretty much taking a month or a year, frankly, to getting to that. I would not do that. That would be painful and very sadistic in many ways, and that's just not me. Then again, if you saw my ex, you would say otherwise. Jokes aside, we are in the process of doing that, and yeah, I think we are going to have a fun time with these basic tasks. As you can see, we are in Lumbridge, and I have some gear, not much gear, which comes to one of the semi-hidden, I won't say hidden, but unspoken rules is we are going to focus on either magic or we are going to focus on range. We will do some stuff that requires, like, in order to wear certain armor or do certain quests. We're not going to be up here for that reason. Ugh. Well. And right now we are not members, so do keep in mind. Right now we are working with Adventurer John in order to get our account going. That means our tasks right now are tied to these. Before we are done, this is what we have to complete all of these, which means we have decent amount of things to do. Mithril defense. We are not going to obviously be getting all of these. And we are going to obviously start working on this. We kind of have to. So let us actually start with that. Let's actually come to our melee, and we're going to work on this some more. In fact, can I collect? I don't think so. Might. Yes, okay. So we are going to work on some of our basics. So let's work on our attack. We'll get these all to 5 or 10. Get our basics going. Alright guys, we're back. Been doing some editing, trying to fix the blender. Long story short, I have a external hard drive that I saved to, and somehow it got corrupted to. The previous videos on my, I don't want to say, first recording of where some of the stuff was done, basically the magic, some of the mining and smithing was more or less done. This guy's just killing and taking the things. You can drive me absolutely bonkers doing that. I don't want an egg. Eggs literally are worthless to me. But that guy, and we got this guy over here, are just killing and then picking up all their stuff. That being said, you can see this guy's got bronze and wood for his shield, and we're just rocking the training. Partially because I don't think there's any way for us to get a wooden shield. And a bronze probably be a upgrade, but we're working on getting our strength up so we can do a little more damage. Feathers are kind of for a down the line thing. Current tasks are get 20 attack, 20 strength, 20 in defense, 30 magic, or as close to as we can. Being we don't have access to a magic shop, and ideally I would like to get some of the things done here with this path. And strength, this will give us boots I don't really care about. What I care about is for strength is we can get to this reward, and I want the gold. That's the biggest thing I want if we were members, but we're not yet. Defense, basically we get a little bit of an upgrade. We don't get a huge upgrade, but we get a little bit. This one we need to work on. Basically getting to 10 range is what we need, because we can get a bow. That's what I care about the most. Being able to get that bow before anything. We've already completed this, but we want to get, okay, so we only need 20, because I can get a fire staff. Fire staff will be a great alternative to our air. But we are a long ways from that. And our current, gosh, where is it? Where is it? I don't know where it is. Oh, right here. Wait, nope, nope. Where was it? There was a spot. Oh, here. We are 3 hours. We are almost. Well, we are over a third of the way. With things. I also want to try and get our cooking up as much as possible. And for those who don't know, and this is part of why I'm here, and per my how things are, their items I'm not picking up. The only time that I will take another item from another player, not myself, is more or less if it's if we're doing a group event and it is a split of the drops. Other than that, everyone's stuff is kind of theirs, and I'm not gonna take theirs. I don't want their stuff. Kind of leave it as is. And I think I'm still hitting ones. I don't think I get a max. Oh, no, I do have a max hit. So I do get the ability to get some extra loot. Or extra hits, which means less time I gotta sit being here. For those that don't know, you can use these cooking pots as a fire. You can't use it as a range. It has to be as a fire. So if it's something that needs a range, you can't do it. Which means you also get the success, because I know ranges have higher base success than fire pots or fireplaces, if I remember correctly. That being said, because like you can't use it like a range or a fireplace, yeah, it pretty much is a fireplace, in all aspects. That being said, it is getting late. I gotta do laundry. I got laundry to do. I got work in the morning. Place I don't think I'm gonna have a job much longer, to be honest, but my problems. Ooh, one thing that we should take. There's a nice bronze axe. We kind of want that. Like these guys aren't hitting, so that's great. Actually, I don't know why I took that. Can I put it back? Nothing happens, of course. I was killing goblins for a little bit, then I'm like, no, I want to come here and I want to get feathers. And I can get meat and cook it. Yeah, there's another X there. Wish that was there when I first played this, because I'll tell you, it was not there. Which kind of sucks. And with that, we are getting closer to level 4 prayer. We're not doing anything with it, but it's good to be leveling up. We'll kill this guy, and then I think we'll break, and I'll do some more recording tomorrow. Possibly. I don't know. Wait, whoa. Oh. It's 4.5. Okay. Hold on. Combat level 6. We have now went to strength 5. Okay. Now we'll go to here. Because now I can actually damage him a lot more. But all XP that we got on Tutorial Island kind of was as minimal as possible. Let's see if I can get one more level here before we actually go. I keep going, let's do this. I want us to end on level 70, which will be a good way to end this little clip, I think, for today, because I am starting to get tired. Ooh, attack. We've now got it. And I go and start attacking again. And yeah, I think here I'll be really, really dumb. Let's actually go to John and do some upgrades. Get some upgrades on our stuff. Actually start looking the part of not being so noobish. So this is the one that we're working on. Strength, I mean, the gloves will be the nicest part. The trout, that is trout, right? Yeah, okay. So we're just gonna claim. And actually let's do shift. Wonder if that's within range. Yes. Yeah, I don't really care for the air being, we're not using them. Due to we have that staff, but if I want to get to 20 magic, I need all the runes I can get, especially with the conditions that we have, that I don't get more mind runes. I mean, I don't have a way to get them. I have over to Drainer Village. I don't have into Port Sarum. And being how I'm doing things, like, yeah, this is decent. Like, that's, I need to get to 10, I get a bunch of shots. and I gotta get to 20. So I might have to switch. I think goblins drop them. But we do need to get fishing and wood cutting here going. So gonna cut back probably tomorrow with me having completed at least probably both of those on the gathering front, and then we're just gonna do combat and hopefully get some crafting going. Alright, we are back. Did a little fun yesterday after recording. As you'll notice, we're actually at that 1/3 mark. I was wrong. I think I said 1/4, or no, 1/3 or whatever. I think I was wrong. However, we are here, and I did level up. I didn't get all these more or less to level of what I wanted. However, there is a change. I went and got us members. I changed the kind of goal because yes, we can go and get all the things, but I don't want to sit there and grind out the worth of a bond right now. Just because that is... I can't carry any more fish, and we are level 5, which means we have now done everything needed. One of the things I was going to do was I was going to get the stuff to do cook's assistant. However, I realized in the initial clip, is this not... What? Uh-oh. I don't like that. I'll have to fix that. Doesn't fill the screen. That being said, we can come up here, and one of the things that we'll have to do, because we have 8 hours until we have to pretty much vacate our region and roll. I have to go and roll. I'm going to drop all those in there. I'm going to throw that net in there. We now have 2 of those. And while we have 5 fishing, we are still... Oh. I gotta do something here. In order for us to appropriately do the things that are needed, I'm going to take 1 coin and all my air runes. Because, yes, we are drastically, because we gotta get our little adventure. This one, we only need to get... We haven't collected that. And we need to get our wood cutting to level 5. And we're almost there. And I did upgrade this. I started with the bronze axe. They get over here. I did change that. I did use it for a little bit, get some money. So we can do fletching, and we can... I'm waiting for this to go down. It takes forever. Boom. Now we're level 5. Let us pickpocket. First successful pickpocket. We can make a lot of money doing that. We won't be doing that for our money. We get, okay, oh, hold up. Now, because I'm a member, I get a bunch of things. Shysta. I was not exactly wanting that. Well, rep. Got nothing here that was members only. This is the one that we did. So we got some, basically we got some gold, strength, defense. We haven't even done enough for defense. Let us go get this done. Okay, that doesn't help me. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna rub the lamp of the gatherer. Mining, wood cutting, or fishing. Fishing would be nice because we can get better fish, but I think we can go with mining. just because a little bit higher mining means I can get better tier ores a little bit sooner, and that'll come in handy when we're actually doing members things. Because wow, do we have a lot? But I want to get to the giant split too at some point, and I want to make sure we have the resources to do that. That being said, we need to kill a bunch of chickens. And while I'm not a big fan of murdering so many chickens, can't do too much about it. And gotta be throwing knives. That's what I'm gonna do. Level 6. Let me see. Okay. Got level 5 prayer. Alright, so I switched over to defense for a little bit and got to level 3. We are honestly trucking along here. HP is up to 12. Attack, can do a little more. Strength and all that being, I'm not going for the crazy high numbers, but it is. So we do need to get up to 20 in all of our basic combat before we leave this region. I know I said that yesterday, but we really do. That being said, I've gotten us up to 14 cooking, which is trucking along thanks to collecting the chicken. And I just drop them off inside. I'm not running to the bank or anything. So we're doing pretty decently, I would think. And it's only been less than a half an hour. And we're getting some decent levels. At some point, I do need to switch over and do magic. But I am more focused, or in range, of which I have a idea, if you would, when it comes to getting range. Because we don't have a good way to get a bow. We don't have a shop in the area. We can't use the trailing bow but we either get range or we get runes. I don't want to use the chance to get runes more or less when we should be getting, or I don't want to give up the runes when I need those, because that's the one I want to more or less focus on the most. So I did find a way that we will be able to do that, but I do need to go and level up my smithing by one more level. And I think I'm going to do this the most painful way possible with basically just smelting a bunch of bronze bars. I don't like the idea, but I don't want to use the bronze for something else when I'm going to be using it to make our secret weapon to start with for range. Alright guys, got level 9 magic, and we got 100 levels now. Now these should, oh wait, no. I think once I went free to play, or went to members, these started counting. Uh-oh. So we may not be truly at 100 free-to-play levels, which is fine for now. But I did switch to killing goblins because I wanted to get some magic XP instead of just killing chickens, which, let's be fair. Ooh, runes. I want runes. I want to hit, get like a massive amount of mind runes from them, but I'm not getting those. I'll get to level 10. I don't know if we're going to get to level 20, which is fine if we don't. We will eventually come back to this chunk, or this, not chunk, this region. And so it's not like we're locked out from doing this. And I was collecting bones and burying them, but which I should have been doing. And I'm getting a lot of hammers and chef's hats. But that being said, I should be good for another round of runes. We'll sell one of you, and I'm just going to sell all of you. I know I'm not going to make any money. That being said, let's talk to our adventurer here and get... Oh, I got an earth staff. Oh. I could use that. But guys, we're a Chef Harry. I had to. I really Okay, I didn't have to. I really wanted to. That being said, we're switching it up just a little bit, doing a little bit of a break, and we're going to go get a decent amount of copper and tin, and then we're going to start doing a few things. Yeah, we have not done any leagues with this account. I am not. I'm not gonna go that far. So we're probably gonna get to like 15 mining, question mark, before we go anywhere. Cause yeah, we want 15 to make sure we can at least do iron. Cause we don't necessarily have copper and tin everywhere. So I'm gonna do a few, probably 4 inventories of each. And mine star 1, so equipment. So I think I'm on iron right now. I can't go up to steel. I don't know if I have the money for that, or if I can even buy that. Alright, so we are back. I took all the ore that I had. I only did like basically a run and a half. I didn't get too far on my smithing grind as I hoped, so I'll have to do it again. Currently we're 5.5 hours in, so we got enough time. Magic kind of being the one that I feel like we're going to definitely fall short on, as we don't have a good way to get runes. And I don't have a way to create mind runes. In fact, I don't even know if I have the mine altar. I got the water here. Is there? I think mine, yeah, mine is way up here. So I don't even have a good way to do that. That being said, I mean, I really don't have a good way to get most of anything at the moment. We got 11 magic. We need to get to 20, and 20 is not going to be really an easy, because we pretty much need to, I want to say it's triple our current output. So we are kind of a ways away, if you will. And one thing I did realize, spinning, I need to get, if I got to 10, I could make bolts and do a crossbow. But I think at the moment, what I am doing is going to be enough. Yeah. I think it'll be good enough to get us more or less where I want to be. Obviously, I'd want to get some crafting done so we can do methods outside. I also want to go and get a lot of cowhide. I think when I go to do cows and get their hide, I'm going to do straight melee then. And I think I'm just going to pick up hides. I'm not going to worry about rare too much. Mostly because if I do that, this still needs mind. I would need chaos at 17, and I do not have access to chaos runes. I don't think, unless one of these guys drops it or I get it from a random. That is kind of our limit, I guess. Ooh, 14 HP. Nice, we can take one more point of damage. And I believe I have 2 of the 3 goblin mail that I'll need to do Goblin Village. The Goblin Diplomacy, I think is what it's called. But in the Goblin Village. I rolled the absolute bone and the absolute nothing. It's a great drop. Alright, I'll come back hopefully at level 20 magic. Alright, my guys, I am back. And we've got 20 magic. I have killed a lot of goblins, and I went and stood to keep getting runes. I actually went because I was debating on switching to the other staff and more or less collecting or using other things. So we've got an upgrade. Oop, 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 oop. When I see him, I try to kill him. I want them. I don't necessarily need the magic XP, but I do definitely want to see if I can get certain gear. So we do have, I'm going to sell you, I'll sell you. We do have a nice, wonderful little gift. Yeah, you're not going to be rich standing there. East Varrock. We'll keep it for now. We are going to come over here and we're going to start working on our melee. But for the sake of having a not too long of a video, I'm going to cut it here, and we're going to come back when we get 20, 20, and 20, and then we'll take a look at how many cows I have slaughtered. These ones are going to be way more AFK than before, as I let's switch. This really is going to be the base of these two stats, really. I don't really think I'm going to get these up any more than I need to for the time being, as they are a secondary, not really secondary, but they are last, especially attack, as I'm not doing much melee. Strength might go up if needed. When we go do blast furnace, that's probably going to be a time when this cranks out a lot. See you next clip. Alright, you'll see I'm back. We're about to hit. Of course we don't. Of course we don't. We hit 10. Yeah, but for the sake of the fact that first episode I had to do a lot of explaining, this is probably going to be the end of it, and we will do our ruling in the next video. Because obviously we don't want this to go on too long. I will continue to murder my way through the cow horde that we have. Mine. Get my attack up, get my strength up. Ooh. And that is why I wanted to kill those things. Let's see. What do we get? Awesome. We're now mostly kitted out. The only thing we don't have is a ring and a cape, which is okay. That being said, we'll see you in the next episode.